Good morning, my darlings. It is Monday, the 3rd of April. What a wonderful morning it is. Oh, it's so frosty here today, and the dogs just love the walk this morning. Let's just catch up with what has been happening this week. It is not as much as I wished I would have finished, but I have a little bit. Number one, let's get on with the knitting, the finished work in progress of the knitting. I have finished the hat. It's not blocked, but otherwise it's finished. Remember, I told you I did stockinette at the top, and I was going to do a double brim at the bottom. And I've made it longer so that it can be folded up if I want to. I think I quite like it like a beanie like this. It's also very nice. I think this will be the new formula. And with the stockinette in the back, it just gives a bit more interest. If I turn around like that. What do you think? So that is that. And then I thought, oh, I don't want to be doing socks. I'm a bit not bored of socks, but I want to do something different. And I wanted to do a little bit of crochet. So I'm doing this ripple, well, it's going to be an infinity cowl. Now, I didn't have a full ball of Shachenmayr left. This is Shachenmayr that I used for the hat. So I had to look out for a different one. So I took this is Drops Delight. Where is it? Drops Delight. It's the same, no, it's a little thinner than the Shachenmayr. However, when I tried it out using double thread, it was too thick. But it has the same sort of colors, not quite, because it has blue in it. But I thought it would complement each other very well. So this is Drops Delight print, and it is in the colorway 12. There we go. Colorway 12. They don't come in fancy names. So, and I think I'm going to have enough, just enough to get this done double. Of course, when this is blocked, it needs to be stretched a bit. I've had quite a bit of going with this. This is the back. Let me just show you the back, where you can see the colors beautifully. And in the front, it has lots of texture. So when it's on like this, then you'll see both, which I think is fabulous. I think that looks really, really nice. To get this right took me a few goes, and I've had a little bit of problem with the Drops Delight because it's so fine, and I think it's got mohair or something in it. It is, let me see, it's got something in it that is very fuzzy, and that makes it quite difficult. I know it just says 75% wool, 25 polyamide. So it must be the wool, whatever wool they're using in here it's very fuzzy. It will look nice because once this is washed, then the bits that are in the Drops Delight, so these parts, so I've done seven ripples in Drops, 7 ripples in Shachenmayr, and I'll be ending with the drops, but once this has been washed, that will fluff up a bit nicely, so that will also give another bit of different kind of texture. So I think that will look really, really nice. So yeah, so that's the crochet project that I wanted to do. I'm going to get into a bit more crochet than I have. Then let's see, here is still on my first panel of the skirt. Let me see, but I have done quite a bit. Look, there's my little marker. Here's my little marker. So I have done quite a bit on that. So getting on with that. I am wondering, I have got quite a lot of this wool left. and I'm uncertain whether I'm going to do another poncho with this, because this washes up really nicely and you can put this in the washing machine, or whether I use alpaca. I'm not sure. I have to see, because I'm not sure I've got enough of the alpaca. It's the same. I have different kinds of balls, similar colors, same weights, but different, the different way they've been put together, because I've got one is only 25% alpaca, the other is 50% alpaca, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do that yet. And the big reveal of the finished object, and I'm going to have to get out for this because you'll want to see it on. Oops. Is the finished knitted up cardigan, the one that I dyed. And you see I've done it with the lacy stitched together. This is the collar, yes, and I used the neon color to stitch it up, and I don't mind that it actually shows. That was on purpose. I could have done it in a Kitchener stitch where you don't see it, so you will, if it turns over, you will see the stitches, but that was intentional. And it has a very long collar, and I'm rather pleased about that, because the design was, my design in my head was that I could tie it up like an obi. So let me just put this on. Let's get the chair out the way. Here we go. So, and this feels so warm. I'm so glad I did this. As I said, I know this color doesn't fit necessarily together with the blue I've got on, but it doesn't matter. Okay, so right. So what I thought is I could use a pin if I wanted to here, and this collar can now be used in different ways. For example, just as a scarf or a cowl. I can tie it back, and I can just flip it over like that and use a pin. I can bind it double, make it really warm, and use a pin to tuck it in like this. But why I did it so super long was so that I could bind it. And bear in mind, I've not got much space here to move, so it won't be perfect. But I thought like this. So did I bind my hair in the back? Most probably it feels like it. And now I've got it here. Right. So I thought if one does this with some more attention and more time and get it exactly right, which I have done before because I've tried it out, then this can be super warm. Making a crisscross and tie this so that it looks like a square obi, and it's really, really warm, and it still goes below my bottom, and it's really, really comfortable. It's super soft. So that is why I did the humongous long shawl. There you go. So I'm pleased about how that turned out. Yeah, I think that's turned out really, really well. Now, I know it looks a bit, it hasn't been blocked, so most probably it will hang out a little bit as well, and it will block out a little bit more, because if I show you the bottom, I go back, you can see it's still a bit wavy. I did do a border around it, also in the neon, just a normal crochet border. So let me just get this off. I don't like wearing this on day to day just whilst I'm at home, because these things, this wool will need some washing, and when it's going to be washed, it's going to be super heavy. So let me just get my normal day to day wear. Doesn't matter if it gets dirty, chuck it in the washing machine. Jacket on. There we go. Get my hat on. Got to protect my head. There we go. Right, let's have another closer look at this. Right, so as I said, this is 240 rounds. No, 420 rounds. I don't know why I get that wrong every time. 420 rounds. Each one of these panels here is 222. So, and just bring that up close so that you can see. So that's how I bound this together, stitched this together, and the back. I thought that would give an element of lace and lightness to it. And just a normal single crochet, edging. Which on the back side looks like this, and on the front side it has a little bit of a ridge, so I went into the back loops here on the wrong side. Yeah, so I think that was a full success, and I'm super pleased with that. Still not decided, as I said. I was going to maybe do a full-on dress with the brown, but I'm thinking now I'd prefer that most probably with a poncho and do the dress with the alpaca. So do it the other way around, because I'll not need as much for the dress as I will for the poncho. Well, and I say poncho, I mean a cape. Just hang that back up. There we go. So that is what's been happening this week on the needles. Plans I have got is to do a flowy tunic. I've got a lovely yarn which I'll just show you in a second. Let me just jump up. There we go. So it's called Beach Coma. It's from Sidar, and this is, what did they call the color? Ultramarine. And this is the same in sandalwood. And I think what I'm going to do is the shrug's going to go flowy all the way down both sides. So I think I'm going to do it half and half. That's what I'm thinking. I think I'll start with this color and then go over to that color. So let me just show you. This has quite a nice texture, and that's why I bought this so many years ago. I need to get my stocks done. These are unfortunately only 50-gram balls. They have around 300 meters. Now I took the card. Let me just show you. See, it has a lovely texture. And it was the texture that that made me buy this. I like the texture, you know, for summer. So it's not going to have any sleeve. It's just going to be a flowy, what did I say? Like, not a throwaway. I've forgotten now what I said. Let me see. What is this? This says machine washable on the wool cycle, and it says it's for a 4mm hook. It's 153 yards or 140 meters. It's cotton, it's all cotton, so this is definitely then a summer thing. It's really feels really soft, so I'm wondering how this is going to work up. It should be really nice. So that's going to be my next project. And let me see if I can't show you the pattern because I need a different program to edit this, which I haven't got. So let me see on my, whilst I'm looking at the inspiration for the scarf, by the way, this here is from Yarnspirations, and it's called the Aran Ripple Effect Crochet Cowl. It's not quite the same pattern, but that was the inspiration. So if you want to go check out, it is almost the same, not quite the same, almost the same. So once again, Yarnspirations Aran Ripple Effect Crochet Cowl. Yeah, so in my scarf, this is, what does I say? The flowy shrug. Yes, that's a flowy shrug. That's what I meant with the new wool. Let's get back to the cowl just for one more second. Now I've lost my thread what I was thinking. The Aran Ripple scarf cowl. Yes, it has a different stitch count. So this is 19 repeats plus 2. So that's how this one worked out. The other one has a different stitch count. So as you can see, I've got 4 times 19. 4 times 19 from the stitch count. Because I have two full ripples and 2 half ripples. So that's how I worked that one out, and it looks beautiful and I like the pattern. However, you do have to count a lot, because all the time, because I found that if you miss just one tiny stitch, it's going to look all crooked and all skew. And with the very thin yarn, yeah, you've got to keep on top of it. So that's the downside of it. That's why it's taken a bit longer than anticipated with this one. But I'm looking forward to getting that finished. It's maybe another two rounds of 7, so another 14 rows, and then I should be there. Basically, it's a two round repeat to make one full ripple. So 2 stitch repeat. There, so that's the plans I have ahead with that. Dyeing wise, not yet. As I said, I have got a whole load of, is it Stroll? I think it is Stroll, Bear Stroll, but in a sport weight, which I could have used for the waffle stitch. I did make a poncho before, so if you want to, I don't know, did I put that up? I don't think I put the tutorial up, but I did show it. So the waffle stitch poncho is now going to be a waffle stitch cape, because I'd like it more as a cape than a poncho. Someone wants the poncho, so I might give that one away, which was done in an Aran, and that is a lightweight worsted, so we'll see how that goes. So I'll be back with you later this week, hopefully. Just give me time, because I have a lot of big projects that take just longer, so I'm not doing hats, I'm doing bigger projects, so it might just take longer. I might be back with you in a weekend a bit. So as soon as I've got something to show or to talk to you about, I'll be back. Love you and leave you. Have a wonderful week and see you later. Be kind to each other. Bye.